About that. What happened? Well, it was something that started at a very young age, and it was something that I had no idea the repercussions of it. And like you said, it was something that was just for fun in the beginning. It was just out of curiosity in the beginning, and it quickly escalated and turned into something that was more than just fun and games. It became something that was monstrous. It was in a much more difficult way of dealing with it. So.
And Seth, I want to ask you, is just as consuming for you, I imagine?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it interfered with almost every aspect of my life.
Is there anything your parents could have tuned into that would have tipped them off this was going on?
I think so. I mean, there are a lot of changes that happen during adolescence. I was pretty involved with sports and that type of thing, and I wasn't home all that much. But oftentimes when I would get into pornography, I'd be more moody, if that's possible, than teenagers can be. I'd be higher highs and lower lows.
All right, let's take some calls, see what people have to say about this. I've got first up Tim in California. Tim?
Hey, Dr. Drew, how you doing?
I'm good, Tim. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, I've been dealing with pornography for a long time since I was a young man, and I was just wondering, is there any place I can get help or, talk to somebody about dealing with it?
Yeah, that's a great question, Tim. And Seth is shaking his head. Both Seth and Brianna are shaking their head vigorously. Let me just point out that there's some physicians that believe that online pornography addiction is the most rapidly increasing diagnostic category of any mental health category in this country right now. These two young people are just examples of how it's infiltrating and infecting the youth. Seth, maybe you want to address Tim's question. What sort of help is out there?
Actually, there's more help out there than I think there ever has been. With the prevalence of online pornography, there are a lot of issues. So one of the reasons that we started Fight the New Drug was to get youth involved, but there are a lot of programs for adults as well. My favorite, and the one that I think has helped me the most, is a program called Candeo, and it's an online resource where you can go and do it strictly online, and it's been very helpful for me, as well as getting help with professionals in person.
All right, let's go to another call. Marsha in Washington. Marsha?
Yeah, hi, Dr. Drew. Good to talk to you again.
Thank you.
I'm another one that's living proof that the online porn and porn movies can screw up your mind because, without porn, I would have never thought about bondage. I've had fantasies of being raped because I am a sex addict too. But because of religious issues, I'm trying to wait until marriage for the next time. So I have in my mind, well, if somebody tries to, quote, rape me, then I'm not guilty of anything because I'm not asking for it.
Yeah, Marsha, it's a common and mixed up sort of fantasy. And Brianna, I'm going to have you comment on this in a second. That one thing that happens when somebody is raped, there's this crazy paradoxical thing that happens is women become hypersexual after the rape. They sometimes will act out with multiple partners after a rape and not understand why they're doing it and feel very guilty and confused about it. And by the same token, if it was violent and felt out of control, that becomes one of the fantasies of the focus of the reenactments. Brianne, now, two questions for you, Brianne. A, I imagine you must have had some trauma, because most women that develop sex addiction do have trauma. You can tell us about that or not, that's up to you. But my bigger question is how courageous you have to be as a woman to step up, because there is so much shame and embarrassment associated with this for women.
Right. And I just want to reach out to the caller, who is another female who courageously picked up the phone to call in. This is an issue that is not a pleasant one for most women. It's a very shameful one. It's a very hurtful one to go down this path, to really expose yourself. Because I think for men, we sort of dismiss it as boys will be boys, and it's just men doing, whatever. And we like to dismiss it as that. But the reality is it's not. It's like any other addiction. It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't choose its victims. It runs rampant, and that includes females. And so, yes, so you do have a lot of very hurt women out there who who have been hurt sexually and are now seeking more sexual highs, so to speak. They're looking to sort of put a Band-Aid on something that that really needs more attention than just a Band-Aid.